Hello YouTube, Michael here, and today I'm going to be starting a Sly Cooper Thieves in Time guide, so any people that would like to speedrun the game for any percent are able to speedrun the game, of course, and know all the little tips and tricks inside of every single level, basically. So first of all, the fastest version of Thieves in Time is the digital version, which is bought off the PlayStation Store. It does save a lot of time to buy the digital version. It's like $15 for digital. If you get the disc version, the load times will be longer, because of course Thieves in Time has like 30-second loads, and the time is about cut in half if you get the downloadable version. So of course we're going to be covering the very first mission of this game, and we are going to be going all the way until the very last mission of the game. So the first mission we're going to be covering is I Smell a Rat, which is the very first mission in this game. And so what we're going to do is just new game, any save, or whatever pleases you of what you want to save. And basically the game is going to ask you if you want the full story, and the timer will start once you click no to enter the full story. So we're just going to click no and the timer will start. Now obviously you will be prompted with a loading screen as always. And one thing to mention is the game is run by cutscenes and skipping cutscenes. So the run basically involves pressing the start button a lot. So after this cutscene plays, exactly when the cutscene rolls out, we're going to click the start button right away. As you see right there, I clicked the start button right away. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down to skip cinematic. The best way to do this is, since it leaves you on options, you can just click the up button 4 times until you get to the skip. So you just want to click skip, just spam X to skip the prompt. Then it will spawn you in, and you want to click X right away to skip this indication. Begin running forward, and you'll be set up with another cutscene, which you can click start and skip. So we're going to do the same thing. Because of how this game is set up, it will actually spawn you back at the beginning, as seen right here. All you want to do is just run forward and continue the mission as normally. You can destroy this barrel if you're running forward to get an easy turn very fast. Continue the mission as normal and just run through the level by jumping and double jumping over these items.
Right, just another one of mine.
Now this cutscene that is coming up is unskippable. What it is it's basically a tutorial that is going to basically test your point of view. So when you jump up here, it will trigger it automatically, and this will basically happen, and obviously this is not skippable. All you have to do is look your camera up at the plane and it will automatically activate. As you see, if the plane will activate, all you do is look up at the plane and this will happen. Then all you want to do is jump down, jump and press the circle button to hop onto both of these, and then up onto the rope. Once you pass this gate, a cutscene will trigger, which you want to press start and skip the cinematic. Of course, in this game you want to be going as fast as possible, so doing exactly what I'm doing won't help you as much, but you want to do this as fast as possible. So the cutscene will trigger once I jump past this fence, and you want to click the start button and skip the cinematic as always. Then the game warps you to a spawn right here, where you're sitting on top of this tower thing. Then all you want to do is jump and hit the circle button multiple times to go faster along the rope. Okay, now we're at a point where we're about to do a small skip. As you see in this game, there is a little lamppost sitting down on the ground, which you are supposed to climb up, but there actually is a little faster route. What you can do is you can jump down onto this platform, as you see right here. This is a faster way to do this. It saves about like 3 to 4 seconds. After you land on here, you just want to double jump up to this next platform. And as you see, we've made it up top. Now this game is run by triggers, which means that each mission needs to hit a trigger for you to be able to complete it. This section has a trigger. Because you didn't climb up the pole, you actually don't hit the trigger. So all you want to do is walk over to the left a little bit to activate it, as you see right there. Then you just want to continue the mission as normal and jump and hit the circle button to swiftly go through this. Now, this next section can be very interesting, but it is very easy. Of course, that spotlight does have cycles, but its first cycle is easiest to do. The fastest way to do this is to jump on top of this barrel, jump and hit the circle button to get right onto here, and then climb up this rope. Then jump and hit the circle button once, twice, and then go diagonal to jump on the rope to the left. You don't want to jump on the little thing with the bird on it, you don't want to jump and hit the circle button on that because it's slower. So we're just going to jump across and jump onto this. Now, another cutscene is going to be activated by jumping onto the next section. As you see, once we jump onto the little bar where a cutscene will be activated automatically. So we're going to jump onto there and then skip the cutscene as normal. Now, after this cutscene is skipped, it will warp us to a new area. As you see, we are now warped into a different area of the map. This area is actually extremely tricky and can most likely end speedruns. The goal is to jump and hit the circle button and climb up that rope, but there is a cool speedrun trick to help you with the run. As you see, each spotlight goes over each section at the same time, but there is a small speedrun trick that I'll be doing to help basically save a bunch of time. So basically, if you jump and hit the circle button to land on here, if the spotlight is up at the rope, you can easily skip it by jumping and hitting the circle button multiple times to climb up to the top of the rope. This will prevent the spotlight from hitting you if you are jumping onto it for the first time. After attaching to this rope by jumping and pressing the circle button, another cutscene will be activated in which you need to start and skip the cutscene. After skipping this cutscene, now we need to worry about getting loot. Loot in this game is not very important, but you need at least 500 to 600 coins to complete the game. So all you want to do is turn around and there will be a rat that spawns right behind you. Every single time you play this part of the section, there will always be a rat there. This game requires 100 coins to buy the paraglider, which is a gadget needed to play basically almost every mission in the game. It's used frequently throughout the run and can also prevent hard. So what you want to do is get 100 coins before leaving Paris, so you can buy the paraglider exactly once you get to the very first episode. So that means that you want a guard's pocket to be shiny, which means you want to get loot. If you have what I got, where the guard's pocket is not shiny, you want to pause the game, go down to restart checkpoint, and restart the checkpoint. This will basically restart the guard and restart the guard's loot. As you see, I restarted the checkpoint and the guard gave me loot. Now, if you did not get loot a second time, you would want to repeatedly do this until the guard has loot. Now, because this guard is coded weirdly, you can turn and run away from the guard without it detecting you. So once you have enough loot from the item that was given to you, you just jump and click the circle button and continue the mission as normal. Now for this part, you just continue the mission as normal, climbing up each pole and jumping to different sections. From here, you don't want to jump and touch the ground, but when touching the top of the pole, jump and click the circle button to hit each of these. Then you just want to run all the way to the very end of this section. Now, if you aren't aware, guards can't detect you if you jump near them. So the fastest way to get to this guard without walking is to run and jump, so you'll end up right behind. Pick his pocket until you find the key, which as we found. Now, for this next part you want to perform the stealth slam as always, but there's a very fast skip that you can do with the stealth slam to make it a lot faster. What you want to do is press triangle and square to do the stealth slam. Exactly after that, it will prompt you to press the circle button to activate the skyline. This section will go very fast, and if you're confused, please ask me about it in the comments section.
Great, Sly.
As you see right there, I basically activated the cutscene to unlocking the key at the same time of killing the guard. So now, of course, you can skip this cutscene as well. So we're going to skip it, and then the game will force us to play as Bentley for the next section.
Now use the key.
So now we play as Bentley, and this section is very fast and it is very easy. All you want to do is jump and basically run throughout the entire mission. Of course, you can hold the L1 button and click triangle to throw bombs to do this a little bit faster. Or you can just run up to the gate and then press triangle to throw bombs. Bentley's hover pack is done by jumping and holding the X button. Of course, the game doesn't tell you how to use the hover pack until later in the mission, but it's always good to know early. Then of course you want to hover over this section. Most of this part where you play as Bentley is extremely self-explanatory and is normally very easy. Normally you can pre-jump, in which you can hover predicting when the grate will actually blow up. which is also useful and is a tiny bit faster. So for this part, you can either jump to the left or to the right. Obviously, because the right section is closed, you want to go for the long way by going for the one on the left.
Why didn't I wear my rubber gloves?
So we're going to continue through the level just as normal. And we're going to place a bomb right on top of this little grate thing.
Room is right underneath.
So as you see, when we jump down this grate, we will be prompted with a cutscene, which we want to start and skip exactly when you get the animation of Bentley falling. As you see right there, we get the cutscene, which we can skip right away. Then we will have to continue the mission by using the hover pack.
Next time,
These two rats you are meant to kill within this section of the game, but if one of the rats has loot, you can easily pickpocket them. But if it has no loot, as you see right here, no shiny pockets, you can just run and click the square button to kill both of them instantly. Then you want to click circle on this terminal to activate a minigame. So there are three types of minigames in this game. There is the Bentley control missions, which are these, as I'm doing right now. There is the timed missions, or the auto. And then there is the movement control missions with the controller, and all of them are obviously featured in the run. So this first part, you're just going to go as fast as you can to basically beat this hack. So you're going to go into each of these little portals, and it's going to give us the first firewall. Now firewalls work differently in this game than other games. So what happens is that you can sometimes juke out firewalls to get past them. So as you see, I'm going back and forth along this firewall. Now if I go fast enough, I could get past this firewall if I destroy enough. So I'm going to destroy a few and go back and forth and try to skip it. As you see right there, I skipped part of the firewall without destroying it. This definitely saves time, and I recommend you do it in certain areas. But of course I don't do it all the time because you're risking dying in the game. This section, I don't normally try to skip any of these. So I just destroy all of them. But the world record does skip those, so if you would like to try it, you definitely can. Then you will just go into the next portal. You want to destroy all of these little sections and then change into the tank module. Now what we want to do is we want to completely ignore the enemies because they do minimal damage to you, and you just want to destroy all of these. Of course, playing the mission as normal, we want to destroy all of these with a tank. And then still ignoring the enemies.
Yes, a data key.
And then we're going to dock the ship. So that's it for that little part. Now we will be prompted with a cutscene. You can click start and skip the cutscene as normal. So be prepared for it exactly after this loading screen is completed. If it ever loads, I guess. This is why the digital is faster. So you want to click the start button and skip the cinematic. After skipping the cinematic, we will be playing as Murray. You want to run, you want to hold the forward and run, so you can get an early start on this cutscene. You want to avoid all of these guards by just running past them. Try not to get hit by any of the guards in this mission.
The old muscle memory is really kicking in.
Now we will be triggering an event in the mission where we have to kill the 3 guards ahead of us. The best thing to do is to pick them up with the circle button and throw them into each other. And the last guard you can just punch and kill. Now you just run around for a little bit until it triggers a cutscene. This cutscene is not skippable. As you see, if I click start, there is no option to skip this cutscene, so don't even attempt it. So basically we're going to watch this cutscene.
Huh? Where did you come from, shortstop?
Of course now this is another spam section. Basically you want to press circle repeatedly to be able to stand up. The button will be circle every single time, so there's no RNG base in this. After Murray hits these guards, you still cannot skip the cutscene, so don't even attempt it.
That felt great!
Everything
Okay. So now we have to destroy 2 boxes with Murray. As you see, there is one up there, and there is one right behind us. The best thing to do is to run over here and press the circle button to pick up these. You can jump and then press square to destroy it faster. Then pick up the other one and destroy this one. After destroying both of them, they will be playing a forced cutscene. As you see, this cutscene is not skippable, so we have to watch it.
The security system is down. You're all clear.
At this point in the game, we want to click the circle button exactly when Sly goes down to pick up the artifact. As you see, we get the circle prompt right here, but you can click the circle button before the prompt actually appears to pick it up faster. Now, the rest of this mission is an auto-scroller, which means that there is nothing you can do about the rest of this mission, but there is no actual gameplay for the rest of the mission. So we're basically watching this entire 1 to 2 minute scene of Sly, Bentley, and Murray, basically.
Lying thief! I'm locking you up for good!
Sorry, gotta take
Oof, of course. More cutscenes.
I'll call you.
Filled with. Imagine if we could not skip any cutscenes in this game. I think it would be very
This
crazy.
is Sly Cooper. I'd like to request a ride.
You, Sly. Now quit
Okay.
messing around and get down here. We're in the van. It's ready to roll.
So basically, Sly's gonna jump down into the van, and as always, we're gonna escape. But this section does allow you to control the van, but it doesn't affect anything in the run. As you see, I can go side to side, you know, do whatever I want. Normally when you're speedrunning the game, because the game is so long, this is just a chill moment. So you don't really have to control it at all, and nothing bad will really happen.
Those trees!
So after the van makes the huge jump that is about to come up, what will happen is that you will have to press the circle button to be able to launch into time, which is right after this scene of Bentley and Sly.
Plane, but we're kind of trapped here.
Relax, Sly. Just put the dagger in the receptacle. Perfect. Isotopic decay count.
As always, you can click the circle button before the prompt actually appears. After Bentley says anytime you want to punch at Murray, you can click the circle button as early as then to activate this cutscene right away. As you see, the van automatically takes off if you press circle, but if you do not press circle at all, the van will still take off in time. If you're running a split timer, right when the Thieves in Time appears is when you would do the split. Now, a forced cutscene will play right here, in which you can press the circle button to skip it. Pressing the circle button on these cutscenes definitely saves a lot of time. After this loading screen will be another cutscene. You can press circle to skip it. As you see the loading symbol in the cutscene, you press circle to skip it, and you will be prompted with ThiefNet goodies. What you want to do is you want to click yes right away with the X button. The first item that is the paraglider. What you would like to do is purchase the paraglider and then go back. Well, I'd say that's it for this tutorial of this Sly Cooper Thieves in Time speedrun. Of course, this video was for the intro mission. In the next episode, we're going to be covering the mission Photo Op, which is the very first mission of this episode where you play as Sly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, because this game is so long, there will be multiple uploads of this tutorial a day. So I'll see you next time in the very first mission, and peace out.